Well, Karl, thank you for joining us. What's your assessment after tonight's game?
Well, I think we're learning very valuable lessons. I think you can't dominate games of football and keep entering the final third and having an outcome with what you haven't. I think it's you can see the progression through the thirds is starting to develop, and we're starting to see a better way of getting into the final third rather than unpredictability to that. But unfortunately, we used to rely on to get out of trouble, get it forward, unpredictability, be rough and ready, and if it falls, was great. If it doesn't, we'll take the consequences the next time it might. And the inconsistency in results did that. Now I know the inconsistency results are doing that at this moment in time, but we're actually getting into the final third in a consistent manner. Our decisions in the final third have to be better. We're young, they're learning, we know they're here for the future, we get that, and if you look at tonight, just look at the players who took the pitch, they almost went full strength. And it shows you we do have that strength and depth. And the first goal sort of took the wind out of our sails a little bit. You look how it went in, it was going to go his hand, it took a wicked deflection, drops in the corner. Then we miss a one-on-one, and then all of a sudden from that they go and score and make it 2-0. And for all the probing and the opportunities that we created later on in games, it never looked like we were going to hit the back of the net. Every time we got in the box, it looks like we lacked that little bit of belief. I think it's clear, and I think we know that, and it's not... For me, it's not an issue. I know how it can be fixed, and we can work on that, and we can coach, and we can develop, and we can build confidence. But the realisation at this moment in time has to be honest, and it's something that they have to improve.
Taylor did come close though, and I think Daka's in the first half.
Yeah.
After some good pressure.
Yeah.
Almost.
Listen, it's not. We had the best chances in the game, up until the deflection for theirs, and then all of a sudden you fall away, and that's just part and parcel of where you're at in these moments. You've got to override them difficult moments and be positive when the next time it falls to you. And I'm 100% sure that will be the case. This is not disheartening me. If anything, it's created clarity, and it's something that we know. So I don't think tonight will come to a shock to many of us.
There were a couple of really good performances. I thought Edwards had a good game.
Here's half the problem. We are speaking probably about 8 of our players who played really 7 of our players that played really well tonight. And unfortunately, the result will always mask that, because that's the only thing that ever matters, is the result. But the likes of Tom, Steph, Chesney, I thought young Dan Chester's having a go at left back as well. And Josh in midfield, like his control, he looked so good tonight. So there was some real positive points. Youngie in goal. But how he performed was also very competent for a boy of his age. So for me, I leave this game with zero clouded thoughts. If anything, it moved all of the clouds of all of our and answered every single one of our questions.
You mentioned Josh there. I thought he had a good debut in midfield.
I tell you, the 2 signings this week in Josh and T, I think you've seen the quality in Woody. I think Steph and Tilty and Jonesy and obviously Youngie in goal, and now these 2 adding on to that. I think we've signed some really good players. You can see we're building up from the back. There's just 1 or 2 little, is it a cherry on the cake maybe? Or multiple cherries on the cake on top of this really good team that we feel that we're building. And the results will always be the deciding factor for any fan. So I don't think a City with any neglect of the results. I have total respect for that. But I think there's some real positives for me to take as a coach and a manager. All that fans care about is the results, and that will never ever change.
You were going to try a few things tonight, but we're back to Chesterfield on Saturday. It's about taking tonight and the Bradford game into Chesterfield.
I'm fine. Really looking forward to the challenge this week and coming up as a team half finding a way of scoring goals, and hopefully moving forward we will find them answers. I'm very confident in that.